Hello, Flosstube. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. My name is Denise, and this is Black Ribbon Stitch Studio, a channel all about cross stitch. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can also follow me on Facebook and Instagram when I'm deciding to post things. Angel is here in the room with us today, so there's no telling what we might get into because he's been extremely frisky these past couple of days. He may just sit there. He may just want to be with us. I don't know. But just fair warning, he is present in the room. Happy September. I know that we are all ready for the burr months with all of the holiday celebrations that are coming up and the cooler weather in this part of the world. So yes, I am ready. I'm ready, and I'm looking forward to all of the above. I'm also looking forward to Sampler September. And I'm looking forward to it mostly to see what others are stitching on, because with my rotation, the way that I have it and the way that I do it, I can't tell you today what sampler I may be stitching on during the month of September. I can only hope that I will be stitching on at least one. But I wanted to make you aware that there is another September stitch that has come to my attention, and that is Sparkle September, which I do believe is the idea of Tasha at Britches Get Stitches. I'm going to link Tasha's information below, and you can go watch her channel and get a better idea of what that's all about. But I do believe that you can stitch on anything sparkly. It could be sparkly thread, sparkly fabric. But as I said, go check her out so you could get more details if you are interested in participating in Sparkle September. Now, guys, this is Flosstube number 99. Flosstube number 99, which means the next Flosstube that I upload is going to be number 100. And I am working on planning something for you guys. It'll most likely, of course, be in the form of a giveaway. But I want it to be something really, really nice. I would love it if I could make it spectacular. Okay. So make sure that you have your notifications set so that you don't miss my Flosstube number 100 celebration, which is coming up soon. Today I am wearing my my thrifted North Carolina Cardinal shirt again. If you remember, I think the first time I wore this shirt, for the life of me, I couldn't figure out what this bird was. My brain was totally scrambled and I had no idea what I was talking about. So with you guys' help, I was able to figure out, oh, it's a Carolina Cardinal. Duh. Okay. So then the last time that I wore it on a video, I had gotten some makeup on it. And I must tell you that the makeup didn't come out when I washed it. But I have a thing for black and white gingham shirts. I think I own about 3 of them. And at this point, probably all 3 of them need to be replaced. So I hope that I can either find, they're not that easy to find, in my opinion, unless I go thrifting. So we'll see what happens with that. But that's what I'm wearing today, guys. I've been watching The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel on Prime, and I've been enjoying it. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. I'm in the last season. I only have another couple of episodes to go. It's very funny. It's very entertaining. It takes place in the 1960s in New York, and she's a comedian. I only found out recently that the story is loosely based on the life of Joan Rivers. So that just added an extra, touch of interest for me. It's really, really good. I do suggest it, and that is The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel on Prime. So, as you also know, I did celebrate my birthday. It was pretty low key. With family came over. My son took me out to a very low key. We went to get takeout for dinner, but he has recently moved back to Charlotte. And so we were able to get together, do that. It was a lot of fun, and it was really low key, which for me sometimes is really okay. It doesn't always have to be a big shebang. The funny thing that happened though is that just the other day, I'm checking for lipstick, guys. Okay. Just the other day, my daughter calls me and says, I can't believe I forgot to give you your birthday presents. I forgive her, guys. She's a new mom. So she's got a lot going on over there. And so a couple of days later, she asked me if I wanted to see them, and I did, and I am extremely excited. I still don't have them in my possession, but I am so excited about what she got for me. So there was that. I also, I don't know if I want to say celebrate it, but my wedding anniversary was also just passed. I did not choose to do anything this year to celebrate, and I really just spent the day in quiet reflection, and that was good. That was good. I have to let you know that my no spend month failed at the very end. At the very end of the month, I failed. I bought something, and I'm going to share that with you later on. And also, I have been working on adjusting my sleep schedule so that I can, I'm getting up earlier in the morning, because let me tell you, my chief complaint in life is that I don't have enough time. I can't get anything done. And so before we went on vacation, I would normally roll out of bed at maybe 9, sometimes 10, and that's fine. There's really nothing wrong with that, except for the fact that, like I said, I'm trying to get all these things done in a day. And I'm also pretty much a creature of habit. So dinner happens around 6. So there's only so many hours before 6 o'clock. So now I've been getting up at like 7-ish. 7:30 is probably more on point. And of course, that means I go to sleep earlier. And this is working out for me. I'm getting so much more done. I'm feeling so much more productive, and I'm liking it a lot. So that's kind of what's going on in my life. And I want to also thank you guys for all of your birthday wishes. I really did appreciate that. And just a last update on the Red Robin saga. I chose not to get another burger, partially because there just wasn't any time. I had other things to do. Yes, I'm already hot. I had other things that I wanted to do, and yeah, I decided not to get the burger. It wasn't because, of course, it wasn't important enough to make time for, you know, basically just to prove a point. So that is done. So now, if you're ready, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna talk about stitching. My last video was 12 days ago, and of that I stitched for 9 days on 5 projects. You are really gonna enjoy this episode because I brought out a couple of WIPs that you haven't seen in a while. So let's talk about the focus project. This week's, I don't know. This, my current focus project is Home Sweet Home by It's So Emma. And, this is what it's going to look like when it's done. I'll insert a photo here of what it's going to look like. Okay, stop. I'm going to insert a photo here of where it was the last time. And here it is now. Here it is. I got so much done. This is why I'm getting up. This is one of the main reasons why I am now getting up earlier in the morning. I am stitching this on 14 count Aqua Ada using all of the called for DMC. And I started this in April of 2021. April of 2021. I stitched on it for 4 days, and I'm going to go ahead and stitch on it for one more day before I put it back into the WIP pile. So that is nice. I was really happy, I must say. I was very happy when I got to put in this bit of yellow. You know, that's a lot. That's an awful lot of blue and white stitching. And so when I got to yellow, I was really, really happy. So one more day, and then it's going to go back into the WIP pile. All right. Now, as far as regular WIPs, I worked, of course, on Charlotte by Mirabilia. And this is what she's going to look like when she's done. Except for the hair and skin conversion that I did. I'll insert a photo here of where she was the last time. And here she is now. Ready? Ready. Okay, I had to make sure I show on the phone. Stunning. Stunning. I'm going to move the needle minder again. It's in the way. It's in the way. And I wish I could remember exactly who I got that needle minder from, but I love it. So here she is, guys. OMG. Love. So I am still, of course, working on the sash. If you notice, I finally filled in all of this part on the sash. Guys, I got to pink. Can you see the pink? I don't know if you can see that it's actually, well, I'm calling it pink because the dress is pink, but it's like one of the darker pinks. I got to that, which was a goal. I just needed to see some more pink. So when I pulled out that thread, I was ecstatic. And then I came and I did some more stitching over here on the sash, which, you know, it still goes out a bit of ways. And I don't want to kid myself, guys. There is still a lot to this dress. I'm stitching it on 32 count Cecil by Seraphim Hand Dyed Fabrics, 2/2, using all of the call for DMC. And I stitch on her every Monday for Mirror Monday. So there she is. Beautiful. And you know, as I said, I don't want to kid myself into thinking that I'm almost done, because I'm really not. There's still a lot more to this dress. Let me just show the picture. I'm here. I still have all of this to do. Hopefully, it won't take forever. I started this in August of 2022. So we're plugging right along. And I do believe that I have mentioned in the past that whenever I do finish Charlotte, I will start another Mirabilia or continue on one that I've already been working on. So that's Charlotte. The next thing that I worked on was going to Grandma's. And it's by Praiseworthy Stitches. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. Trust me, guys, there is a lot going on in this pattern. But I have to say, I am absolutely loving working on this. So I'm going to insert a photo here of where it was the last time. And what did I do with it? Here it is now. A lot of progress. A lot. I'm so pleased. I am so very pleased. Now I'm stitching this on 32 count Silvery Moon Lugana 2/2 using the provided DMC conversion. It's charted in several overdyed flosses, but I chose to use the DMC conversion because I'm a DMC girl. I'm stitching this. This is a stitch along with my table mates at the 2023 Queen City Stitch Retreat. We were sitting at table 4, and so we're calling this hashtag table 4 is going to Grandma's. So those people who are stitching along are Jordan, the tattooed stitcher. I hope I can remember all this. Amber, Rogue Mama Stitcher. Sarah of Memphis, Sarah E. Bernadette of Burned Stitches. And Lisa, Crossed by Floss. Crossed by Floss, I think. So, very great progress. I'm so very happy with this. I'm enjoying stitching it. I'm enjoying stitching this immensely. So where I can't wait to get to, I'm going to continue on the house, right? And so I can't wait to get to Santa right here. So I want to stitch all of this and get Santa in there before I tackle any of these other elements. So that's the goal. And this is in I keep this in my daily WIP pile, which one day I'm going to count how many WIPs I have in my daily WIP pile, because it's a lot. It's a lot, but these are things that I really, really, really want to get done. So there's that. The next WIP I'm going to show you is Black Belt Sampler by Miriam at Marumi Designs. I had this already unzipped, and so I unnecessarily unzipped it. Okay. And so this is what it's going to look like when it's done. Miriam charted this based on something on what I said in one of my videos. I said I have a black belt in unfinished. Now, I have a black belt in partial arts. I can't even remember what I said. I love it. I love it so, so much. And I'm going to insert a photo here of where it was. And here it's where it is now. I think I got quite a bit done. Moving the needle minder. I think I got quite a bit done. I'm stitching this on 16 count touch of pink Aida and using all of the called for DMC. And as I said, all I can say is I absolutely love stitching this. I love the project. I can't wait until I'm done so I can hang it here in my craft room. I can't wait. It's adorable. And I started working on this in September of 2023. Cool, right? I love it. I love it so much. Love it so much. And then the last WIP that I worked on was Saga by Long Dog Samplers. Now, let's get this straight. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. And it is my understanding that this is the largest Long Dog sampler to date. It is 389 by 504 stitches. I'm going to insert a photo here of where it was the last time. And here it is now. I made some progress. As you can see. I'm stitching it on 25 count white Lugana 1/1. And I'm using DMC 310 and 732 for these little elements as I please. But I have to say, not enjoying it. This, I did want to, because it's so large and because I thought it was fun, I wanted to stitch it on 25 count, 1/1, and I don't like it. So I'm going to be changing this. I'm going to be doing a restart. I'm going to restart it before I get too much further in. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to stitch it either on a 16 count Aida or a 32 count Lugana. I'm not enjoying it. In fact, it stresses me out, and I refuse to be stressed out by stitching. I refuse. I will not be stressed out by stitching. I won't. It's a hobby. It's enjoyable, and I won't be stressed out. I want to do this. This is in my daily WIPs because I just imagine myself like always stitching on it. If it ever gets done, that's great. If it never gets done, that's great too. But I love it, and I want to love stitching on it. So I started that on September of 2023. So it's okay. We're going to restart it. I may change up the colors. I don't know. But right now, I think I'm pretty happy with the colors. I just have to find some fabric and do a restart. So there's that. So now, if you're ready, I want to share with you some new things from Backwater Shop. They just came in yesterday, guys. This just got here yesterday. And yeah, they sent a bunch of goodies. So thank you so much for that. They send these goodies so that I could share them with you and you could know what's new there. So this is the cutest thing. Oh my goodness. So cute. I'm obsessed. This is the Cozy Mittens Floss Drops. Oh my goodness. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I love them so much. So that's one thing. Then they sent, okay, how am I going to put this? I can move that. Okay. They sent some more quilt block foundation paper. And so we have the Woven Star in 2 sizes. One makes 4-inch blocks and the other makes 6-inch blocks. So we have that. Okay. They also sent several. Okay, it's 2. It's not. There are 2 quilt patterns. One is called Fox Hollow. And if I am looking at this correctly, this is the quilt. That's kind of neat. But it says that there's also 6-inch half square triangle paper. Not really sure, guys, but it's called Fox Hollow. And the other quilt pattern they sent is called Hidden Stars, designed by Kim Deal. Hey, that's pretty good, huh? Somehow I feel like I've seen this before. We may have seen this before, guys. I'm not sure, but it looks very familiar. And it's called Hidden Stars. They also sent the August monthly cross stitch series, which is it is the Shelf Life series, and it's August's Beehive. Really cute. So cute. And the mini Simply Signs, which is Gather. Nice. This is so nice for fall. With the pumpkins and the acorns. That is so nice. And last but not least, there is Spooky Cute Ornaments. And it includes 12 cute designs. Adorable. So that is what is new at Backwater Shop. All of these items are available right now on the website, and there is a link in the description box to Backwater Shop. I'm just going to put these away to the best of my ability before we move on. And we are going to move on to my no spend fail investment. I'm gonna call it that. My no spend fail investment. Now guys, I bought this because I absolutely had to. Now, When I look at a chart and my mouth drops open, chances are I'm going to buy it on the spot. And that is what this is. Now, I'm going to show you my copy, which I don't think printed very well, but I'm going to show it to you. It's called Friend of Herons by Mud Puppy Stitchery, and I am in love with this chart. So I'll show you mine, but then I will also insert a photo, a better photo of it for you. This is by my friend Kenzie over at Mud Puppy Stitchery. She also has a Flosstube, and you can purchase this in her Etsy shop. I will link all of that below. I absolutely, number one, love Kenzie. Number two, love this chart. I just can see myself sitting here on the swing. It's perfection. Thank you so much, Kenzie. And as I said, I'm going to link all of this below. I'm going to link her Etsy shop and her Flosstube. So I had a break. I had to get it, and I had to get it immediately. Now we're going to talk about giveaways. We have giveaway winners from last time, and I do believe there were 5 giveaways. First of all, let me say, all of the giveaways, previous giveaways have been mailed out, with the exception of Tasha. I have not mailed the calendar yet. I will mail it next time. You want a previous giveaway? That I mailed that, but I did not mail the calendar, so I'm going to mail that next time. Please be patient with me. And now we are going to announce the winners from the last time. And these are exciting. You guys were really, really interested in this round of giveaways. Let's see, how do I do this? Okay, like that. Number 1 was Chicken Club, and it is Penny. And the winner of this is Jen Greenman. Jen Greenman, congratulations. Please get in touch with me at designmorris1@gmail.com, which is also listed in the description box below. And so you can give me your mailing address, and I can put this in the mail for you. The next one was Fall Harvest, which is a WIP of mine. And the winner of this is Brooke Workman. Congratulations, Brooke. Just shoot me a line. I do have your address, but just send me a message so that I know that you are expecting to get this in the mail. Congratulations. Next is Alpine Blooms, which is a quilt pattern. So pretty. And the winner of this is Linda Fisatola. Congratulations, Linda. Shoot me an email and I'll put this in the mail for you. Next, we have Stackables October. Here it is. The winner of this is Mary Mullen. Congratulations, Mary. Shoot me an email. designmorris1@gmail.com. I'll put it in the mail for you. And last but not least at all is Celebrate with Quilts book. Chock full of goodness. And the winner of this is Scarlett Lynn. Scarlett Lynn, congratulations. please shoot me an email at designmars1@gmail.com so I can get this in the mail for you. Congratulations to you all, and thank you to everybody that participates in the giveaways. I think they're a lot of fun. I hope that you think they're a lot of fun. As I said, thank you so much for participating. Okay, let me get this back in the envelope so that it's not flying around all over. Okay, next up, giveaways for this week. I have 3 of them. There are 3 giveaways for this week. Okay, ready? The suspense. Okay, the first one that I'm giving away is actually 2 charts, okay? It is Chicken Club Pearl. Pearl is number 11 of 12 in the Chicken Club. And you will also get the Stackables November. Awesomeness. Look at that pie and the corn and the pumpkin. Anyway, if you're interested in that giveaway, please use the word Pearl. 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 Somewhere in your comment. That's the word I'm going to be checking for. The next giveaway is 2 quilt patterns. One of them is called Dewdrops. And the other is Do-Si-Do. If you're interested in winning these 2 quilt patterns, please use the word quilts with an S on the end. That's what I'm going to be searching for, quilts. And, yeah. That is those. And then one more is more quilt patterns. The first one is 2x2. That's really cute. I'm wondering why I didn't keep that. Just kidding. A 2x2. And Millie's dresses. And so if you are interested in winning these 2 quilt patterns, use the word Millie. 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 Don't forget, guys, please be over the age of 18. Please be a subscriber. Please be in the U.S. And please do not use the word giveaway, prize, free, or any of those kinds of words in your comment. And I will pull and announce the winner on the next Flosstube video. So, good luck. Good luck. I'm gonna put these away now. Let's put them away. Now, I have a shout out. I want to give a big shout out to Hannah, the Okie Stitcher. Hannah has gone back and is watching every single one of my videos and commenting, and it has been a joy. Thank you so much, Hannah. I really do appreciate it. And I really also enjoyed talking to you in the comments about those past videos. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm going to link the Okie Stitcher in the description box below. Please go and give her a watch. She is working on some very interesting projects. I also think that her life updates are very interesting. So go ahead and give her a watch. Thank you again, Hannah. I have an announcement. I've been putting this off, announcing this for a while because I really just wanted to wait for the right time. I think this is the right time to let you guys know that I have backed out of the 2024 Queen City Stitch Retreat. I thought about it really long and really hard, and it's just, unfortunately, I cannot prioritize retreats at this point in time. I simply cannot. The retreat I went to last year was absolutely amazing. I don't want to take anything at all away from that. It is a personal decision and one that I feel is best for my life. And so I wanted to put it out there so that you'll know I will not be there at that retreat. So what are my plans? Now that that's not a plan. I have been telling you guys about a couple of stitch-alongs that I'm doing with friends that I'm going to be starting this month. I actually still have to purchase the items that I need to get started. I haven't done that yet. Hopefully I'll be doing that tomorrow. The first one is the Bougie Flower Cat with Kelly at Dope Mom with Scissors. I'm going to insert a photo here of it. And I believe I'm going to start that as soon as I get the supplies. We are doing a Mary Englebright Be Happy stitch along, and I'm going to be stitching it with Amy at Renewing Stitches, and Linda Bisatola is joining us. And Linda came up with the perfect hashtag, which is hashtag Be Happy. Please feel free to join us in this stitch along. This chart comes from this book by Mary Englebright, which you can still find on the secondary market. I personally have stitched just about everything in this book. And so when Amy said, do you want to stitch something? I was like, oh boy, what do I pick? And I'm going to show you the chart. Here it is. Be Happy. I love it. And I have to get supplies for this. And like I said, if you want to stitch with us and use the hashtag Be Happy Style, you feel free to stitch anything Mary Englebright to go along with this. We would be happy to have you. Be happy to have you. I haven't told Amy about the hashtag yet, but hopefully you're watching, Amy, and you'll see that we have a hashtag now. Then there's another Englebright stitch along that I'm doing that I'm going to be stitching with. Okay, so originally it was going to be Colette the Highway Stitcher and I starting to stitch this at the 2024 retreat. As I told you, I'm not going to be going to the retreat, but I'm still going to start this on the first day of the retreat, which is in October. I can't remember the exact date now, but we're going to be stitching Small Gift by Mary Englebright, which is available on her website. And I'm also, let's see, Stephanie at Cross Stitch the Globe is also going to be joining us with this. And this, I have everything I need. I'm going to be stitching it on 32 count shadow linen. And I have all of the floss. I'm ready to go. I'm just waiting for October. Okay. Then I heard from my good friend Nithya at the Daybreak Stitcher. No. Nithya at Daybreak Stitchery contacted me and said, oh my gosh, I found this really cute chart. Do you want to stitch this with me? And I said, I have this chart. I absolutely do want to stitch it with you. And it is Hands-On Design, More Chocolate Bunnies. I'm so excited to have a reason to start this. So Nithya and I are going to start this. I believe she's already ordered her stuff. I still have to order my stuff. Except I think I chose to stitch it on this 32 count Cecil. I think that's going to look cute. I like it a lot. And the chart came with the little buttons for the tails. So this is going to be so, so cute. And as I said, we're going to start this as soon as we get the supplies. So I've got a lot of things coming up, a lot of new starts coming up, and that just makes me really, really happy. I'm going to be changing out my decor from summer to fall, hopefully next week. I know I say that every time it comes time to change out the decor, it usually just takes forever for me to get around to it, but I'm going to try. My son, Damien, who I told you recently moved back to Charlotte, his birthday is next week. Not next week. It's on, is it next week? Wow, that is next week. September 11th. Needless to say, it's kind of a bittersweet day for both of us. I do have a very long, very tragic sort of September 11th story. And I think every year I say to you guys, I think I'll tell you that story someday. I'm going to say it again. I think I'll tell you that story someday. Today is not the day though. Let's see. So there's really, you have it. There you have it. My next Flosstube is going to be in 2 weeks. I want to thank each and every one of you who have decided to buy me a coffee. There is a link in the description box below. If you choose to support the channel in that way, I do appreciate it. And I do use the proceeds from Buy Me a Coffee to help with the shipping of giveaways. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I want to remind you to please give this video a thumbs up. Please do subscribe if you are not subscribed already. And please do leave a comment. I really appreciate the comments that I get. So I'm going to leave you with words of encouragement, which I am now calling them words of encouragement because really I think that more describes what it is that is happening here. So this week's words of encouragement actually come from my monthly planner, which I should take some from there because they are good. They're really good. And so this week is, it does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop. And that is from Confucius. Thank you so much for tuning in. Happy stitching.